And just want to welcome everyone to our July meeting. Thank you so much. I'm Amy Koski. I'm a member of the leadership team for PQ for Family Life. We have a number of our uh, leadership team members here, um, long standing, and then our newest members to our leadership team. So if you want to maybe give a wave if you're on the leadership team, I think that's always helpful for folks to see. And we have a really great session and meeting planned today, so we're just excited that you're here. I think maybe what we'll do is just start with a little bit of PQ reps, if that sounds okay. I think this is a crowd that would like that. We're all used to that. So if you can just get comfortable in your seat, you can turn off your camera if you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable leaving it on, and just close your eyes when you're ready and really feel the weight of your body on your seat or the weight of your feet on the floor, and tune in to your breath, noticing the rhythm of your body moving as you breathe in and as you breathe out, and in and out. Notice the temperature of the air as you breathe in through your nose and exhale. Gently rub two fingers together, noticing the ridges on your fingertips. And bring two hands together and gently rub one from fingertip to palm, noticing all those sensations. As you relax your hands, listen for the furthest sound that you can hear. And listen for the nearest sound that you can hear. Listen for the furthest sound again. It may be the same or it may be different. And then come back to noticing your breath, the sound, the temperature, or the rhythm. And as we settle in to start to open our eyes, if you have your camera on, look into your own picture and notice yourself. And we will be ready to move into our next part of the session today. So thanks so much, everyone, for being here and doing those PQ reps with me. I always benefit from them still and always. So we have a number of three breakout rooms that we will be hosting today. And I do need to remember to make a few of you co-hosts. So I'll do that while I'm chatting here. And what I'd like to do first is just make sure we recognize anyone who's new to our meeting today. Do we have any first time members? Oh, wonderful. Gail, please, if you would unmute yourself, tell us briefly about yourself in a minute or so and share what brought you here.
Hi there. I'm Gail Schrock. I was in cohort 16 of the coaches, Positive Intelligence Coaches. And I was recently approached to create a coaching or facilitate coaching for wealthy families with the understanding that there's a lot of wealth lost because of family feuding. So a friend of mine who is a financial planner working with family wealth, people with wealth, asked if I would collaborate with him. So I'm just starting out and building the messaging, and as part of that, I wanted to reach out and connect with other family-based coaches. So I had the opportunity to speak with Mackenzie and to speak with Kathy and Amy via email, and they invited me to the group. So I thought this is a great way to learn how other folks are using PQ in the realm of families. So my own family, I'm married, but my daughter is 38 and I'm about to become a grandmother in November. So, so now it's concern about making sure my grandchild has no judge coming in.
I see.
So that's me in a nutshell. And I'm based in Winnipeg in Canada. So
Wonderful. We're so glad you're here and glad you've connected already with some of our members. I will say I just personally entered some conversations about how do I help my mom with estate planning, and me and my sister are doing it together, but it's an important topic for how families can navigate those challenging and difficult conversations. So thank you for bringing that to the array and spectrum of what PQ for Family Life is all about.
thank you for hosting.
Thank you. Anyone else new that I hope I'm not overlooking anyone. I think I recognize most everybody here. I don't know if Suzanne is new, but if you are listening, Suzanne, and you're here for the first time, we would love to hear from you when you're ready. And what we'll do is move into some announcements. And oh,
Yeah,
Suzanne.
I was off for some reason, but I'm back.
Oh, wonderful. We're glad
Okay.
you made it back. Thank you. I wasn't sure if this was a first meeting for you or not, so we wanted to make sure you introduced
Yes,
yourself.
it is a first meeting.
Oh, it is. It is. Oh, so would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and what brought you?
Well, I'm a coach in the UK. I've come back into coaching after being retired a long time ago because my son got me into it basically with PQ. He thought it was great. Anyway, long story short, I want to know how to engage teenagers in to do PQ. I found it quite difficult to explain to them what it is. I've got one of 15, one of 18, and any help with that would be great.
You are in the right place. We have a few coaches who are here today, but then also in our community, a number who work with teens. So Maddie, Mackenzie, to some degree, younger before teens, but yeah, so I know we can connect you as needed for sure, if you'd like to reach out to other
That's
coaches.
great. Yeah, that's great.
Well, Mackenzie or Amy, do either of you have any announcements that you wanted to share?
I did. Amy M., would you like to promote the beta a little bit? I know you helped get me. I was part of the alpha, so just as context, PQ is rolling out updated version of the 6-week, 7-week program. It's now 7 weeks. And I got to experience the alpha program, and it was just such a leap up. And now this is beta, and Shirazad says like we took alpha and we made it even better. So I'm just extraordinarily excited for the release of beta. Amy M., would you like to help fill people in on how they can get started on that?
I just found all the links to it, so I'll put them into the chat in a second. But it's basically, testing all the new features and helping to shape the future with the feedback. And there's an opportunity on Mondays to go into a pod, like don't need to have your own pod, but you can go to these Monday sessions, or you can create your own pod to do that. And it's got to be, it starts on the 26th of July. There's a session on the 24th of July. I'll put this all in the chat, but it's going to be giving all the information about it. And yeah, so you can form a beta pod so that you can test it out. So that's basically, it will replace the app as it is now, with much better new features and shorter videos. And sounds like they've said they've taken all the feedback, well, probably not all the feedback, but much of the feedback on board from everybody who's given that already. So yeah, any questions about that right now?
Yeah, you know, if you go to, maybe we'll keep this short so that we can spend plenty of time, but if you go to the coach channel, that's listed all the details. It's also in the newsletter. And the key is to go to your coach dashboard, and there's a big yellow banner and you say, yes, I want to be a part of Beta. I really encourage you all to be a part and maybe form pods within our community of practice. Be wonderful.
Yeah.
I do just want to take a moment here, and Angela Loveridge has been so active, not only in this community of practice, but in many communities of practice. And if you have seen her in action, you have seen her spirit, her joy, and the way she leans in with such sage positivity. So I just would love to take a moment and just raise your hand if you know Angela. Just raise your hand if you know Angela. As she's come through, yeah, and she's touched many of our lives with, even if we've known her just through these kinds of meetings. And so she is entering the hospital this week for treatment. And given how much sage she exudes into the world, I just love for us just to take a moment and send her our sage well wishes. So a moment here of breathing into our heart. And sending Angela our care and wishes for a speedy recovery. And if you feel moved to put something in the chat, send her some words of encouragement or well wishes. We will be copying the chat and just sharing that with her as well, so she can feel the whole of our community that she has touched. To reflect that back to her.
Thank you, Kenji, for that. I feel like this is a special part of this community of practice. We really do feel like a family as we get to know each other, and we come in, and when there are challenges like this, we are able to support one another. So we do wish Angela all the best during this difficult time. Thank you for putting your messages in the chat. That'll really be wonderful. So with that, I think we'll move into just a brief overview of the coach offerings that they're standing offerings that we offer every month. Once a month, each of these 3 coach offerings are available for you to attend for free. And so I'll be dropping them in the chat, but Kathy, would you like to share about yours?